Morning, it's day 10. What a cracking morning. It's so cold, so cold. And there's been a big frost overnight and poor Asia came in shivering. But it's one of those bright days with a mist that we're just coming up out of now. It's just incredible. We were up at 6 o'clock because our hero of a blacksmith came to fit 2 back shoes because we've literally worn them out. So he's incredible. He's come down from North Yorkshire to do that for us to Long Preston and fit them in the pub car park. Just to show you the mist, there we go. Met some very entertaining fellows last night who were doing lots of mountain biking and walking, and they came to do Asia's bedtime check with me outside and check she was alright, and couldn't believe that she'd walked all this way, which was very sweet. So it's really exciting. It's very cold. It feels like we're proper cowboys setting off into the mist. Asia's raring to go with these new shoes on, and I think I've been thinking overnight about what it must have taught her really coming out on this trek. One, that I love her and I'll always look after her wherever we are, because she does actually seem to have been coming up to me for a bit of affection and food and things these days, which is nice. And just that she has it in her to keep going. And I think when we're tired and wet and cold and her feet hurt and my back hurts and everything else, she just finds it in her to storm on and keep going. And I just think that's incredible. And she's learned to eat when she has to, pee when she has to, and when she needs a drink now, she will just stop and stick her head down and go, I have to drink or eat now. And she's not normally one for pulling at grass as we're riding at all. She's very good like that. So when she does stop and pull for food, I know she's just sugar low like me and she needs a rest. And so I tend to take her bridle off and let her have a graze. I don't leave her bridle on and sit on her in case she becomes a trekking centre pony and keeps putting her head down to graze every 5 minutes. But I just think she's got incredible stamina. She has lost a little bit of weight, as I have actually, despite all the pub meals, because it's a hell of a trek really. But it feels good that we're working hard and then resting hard, and I think that's a really important lesson. You can only appreciate rest if you've worked really hard through the day. And I think Asia's got the hang of that as well. She loves seeing all the new places we visit. Her ears are up all the time. She's excited about what we might see next. And I don't know if she knows I'm going home and we're going home, but I think she knows I'm not mean enough to not take her home. So I'm guessing, by the way her ears are forward this morning, she knows we're on a mission. So yeah, I think she's become a very natural horse in a lot of ways. And even though I suppose it could be seen as quite harsh making her walk this far and live off whatever she's got to graze that night, whether there's a lot of grass on it or not a lot of grass on it, and just cope, I think it's really helped her to just learn to be a horse. And I think there's been moments when she hasn't enjoyed herself, which is a little bit like me in a way, when it's been really, really tough and it's just hard. But generally I think she's loved it. And I recommend it to bond you to a horse, you know, and I'm hoping that when Jessie's old enough we'll do the same with her and do an epic trek to sort of try and just show her that it's about us looking after her and her just doing a bit of work for us, that's all. So anyway, so I'm hoping we're going to get some lovely picturesque scenery today. We're going to head on up to Feizor and Ostwick, and I'll take as many photos as I can, and hopefully with our new shoes on and our newfound vigour we should be able to have a few little canters today and appreciate it as a grand trail.